Can't dance, can't move. Yeah, it's that time. I want to welcome you all to the Mike Rand Dolphin Around podcast. Yo. Man, we here. I got this little situation going on. And I just wanted to get it out there, share it out with the community, because I'm pretty sure we all, gosh, been through this. It's 2021. New Year's 2000, was that 20? Man, it was seemed like so long ago. I got on the scale and I was like, what they 239, 239.4. All right. So I will admit that was my biggest weight documented my whole life. I was barely 200 until Zoe was born. Uh, when Zoe was born, me and her mom was like together, and us being together, I started eating because I love to eat, but um, I don't think about eating, so it was not a lot of opportunities to eat for me. So I had this crazy situation where I got on the scale. Oh, hold on, let me back. I gotta tell you the funny part of the story. So I literally got on the scale, and I got on the scale was like a 225. So by being 225 was heavy for me. We had basketball practice. And when we had my basketball practice, we were playing Search and Skins. And I was skiing. So I took my shirt off, and my homeboy DJ was like, man, who pregnant? Pam with Michael. And I was like, what are you talking about? But at that point, I'm a little, I'm a little self-conscious and not so confident right now because I got on the scale. And he was like, boy, you got the baby, she got the baby. So after that, I was just like, man, you fat. I'm like, you need to lose some weight. But then after that, I started drinking more. And my drinking really came about because I couldn't do anything else. My basketball was coming to an end because season was about over. And, we was about to have a baby. So by the time I had the baby, I was like, I'm not going to have time to play basketball like I used to. Because that's a big responsibility. Basketball and kid. Ain't that funny? Now my kid play basketball. So that's all going on that end. So I've been 225 ish since. Uh, After I got out the military, I went to take that back. I went to Korea. I got it down to like 195, but as my homeboy Scholar would say, it was definitely unhealthy. I wasn't eating enough, and me not eating is not a problem if I do everything else correctly. I was working out twice a day, CrossFit, working out, basketball, running. I was in the best shape, but low key I was 195, but it wasn't healthy looking from what people told me. So by people telling me I wasn't looking healthy, I was like, I'm gonna rock this look. But I would say this, I didn't see much difference in my body. And that's what I later learned that, muscle way more than fat. So, meet me done that situation. I later came home. When I came home, it was wait time, baby. I've been 225, 215 since, man, 2014. But I started working nights. And when you work nights, you're supposed to not eat 8 hours a day at some point. You're supposed to have an 8 hour gap. But man, I was eating apples and peanut butter at night. Wake up, have a protein shake, go to work out, school. Eat me an unhealthy lunch, eat a real dinner, eat a snack with Zoe. So I was eating way too much. But it didn't really dawn on me. So I went home. I promise you, I got to eat all my favorite food spots. And we went to the Grizzly game. I came home from the Grizzly game. I got on the scale. I said, who is that? Like, I got on the scale and it said like 240 something. I was like, something wrong with the scale. Let me get naked. I got naked. It was like 239.4. And I was like, who is that? I still had the same confidence as a, 165, 170 pound person, but I was 239. So after that, I was like, we're gonna start dieting. We're gonna lose some weight. We're gonna get healthy. So that's exactly how things go. So I definitely fixed myself after that. I definitely started being a little more conscious about my weight. But then I seriously ran into a situation where I was like, how do I lose weight? And I feel like one of the hardest things about losing weight is really being conscious of who you are and not changing who you are to get something. And that's where I started my weight journey. So the first thing I did was I tried to document and implement my actions. And I tried not to really put myself in a situation where I had to stop doing something that I have a desire to do. So I give you an example like drinking cookies, sweets. I didn't want to say, hey, no cookies, no sweets. What I started to do was I started to restrict myself by not putting myself in position to have easy access to those sugars, sweets, alcohol. So I quit buying alcohol. I quit buying sweets, cookies, all those kind of things that really catch me off guard. Because as you would know, you talk to a nutritionist or something. When you eat sugars don't do nothing but kind of curb your appetite to being more hungry later. So I'll smack out some cookies, and then 30 minutes later, I'll be like, I'm hungry, but I just ate. That doesn't make any sense, does it? So changed my whole approach there. Finished doing those types of things. So my next move was learning about the foods I eat. So one day, everything I ate, I documented it and I researched everything. And I was like, man, I ate 6 chicken wings. How many chicken wings in a serving? Two? I can't eat 2 chicken wings. What's what's the point of me eating chicken wings if I can't enjoy it? If I gotta eat two? So that was one part. And then my next part that I ran into was meats. I started to eat meats and stuff because I feel like I was supposed to eat meat. I don't like meats. Meats really mess my stomach up. So I think years I went chicken and seafood, which was easy for me. And then I did my little whole Netflix. I watched some stuff on Netflix about the different foods, and I was like, "Oh wow, meats aren't really needed because the meat animals eat the vegetables, they eat the plants, then we eat the meat, and the meats have toxins and stuff in them because they have to be killed. And that's I just started to think about it. I was like, why do I eat meat? Oh wow, I eat meat because I've been informed. So what I later did was I found me some meat substitutes. So I rocked the meat substitutes for a while, and I didn't know the difference because I don't really season my food. So I was more focused on the texture of the food. And um, the the vegan meat, the vegetarian meat, the plant based meat, whatever you want to call it, it has the texture of some overcooked regular meat. So for me, it was like, oh crap, it's just overcooked. Oh, easy. Seasoning, does it this? And a few months ago, I realized I was more full. I was more, no, I woke up a lot better. My energies transferred to the day a lot better. Because normally I wake up thinking I'm tired and start doing stuff to give me energy, and later on come back, I'm me. But after that, I just get up, drink some water. I'm like, oh, I'm a plant. I'm growing. So definitely important here when you start doing your nutrition is like look what you're doing, research what you're doing, and then you can make way better decisions. Because I know some people that they'll just go cold turkey, and that's what I be doing sometimes. Sometimes, like I be like I fast, but I suck at fasting because like my day is me being active. If I'm not active, it's hard not to eat. If I'm active, it's easier because I'm busy. But if I'm not busy, oh my goodness. So I've been remote. And I've been remote trying to fast. And it's like, I can't fast. I'm hungry all the time. I'm in the house. So I eat a lot of small things. So like for breakfast, I had some freaking salad. I had a big salad. Big 32-ounce mason jar salad. Literally an hour later, I had some peanut butter. I had like maybe maybe a third cup of peanut butter. Peanut butter had me somewhat full. Probably 2 hours later, I had me some fiber bars with some homemade ice cream. Now I feel a lot better. But, you know, I still gotta work out later. But if I don't work out, I feel okay with the food I put in me. I'm gonna drink a lot of water, and that's what I'm gonna maintain. But it's not for everybody. So it's really challenging when people have these health fitness things. It's like you're modeling somebody who has transferred their life to it being normal for them. So everyone has to really correct their own journey. But there's nothing wrong with sharing your journey because sharing your journey is really used to motivate others. And it's part of a podcast now. It's like motivating others to do things, to do more, stuff like that. So that's how I try to operate with everything I'm doing there. So I think like moving forward, my plan is got this wedding to go to. I want to be 200 for the wedding. If I get down to 210, I'll be happy because I've been stuck at this like 210, 215, and it's gonna take some major sacrifice. I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm gonna try because I'm not blaming my kid, but all right. These moments get a little awkward sometimes. I'll work on my editing one day. Yeah, I I tend to do my podcast with my earphones on, and when my earphones are on, people call and they make noises, so I tend to answer. But I have to pause my podcast, which I hate doing. But I'd rather pause the podcast than to miss out on an important phone call. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, you gotta be really conscious and just smart when you're conducting your self health when it comes to weight loss. Because, like I said, muscle weigh more than fat. So a lot of times you start working out and you're losing fat, but you're gaining muscle. But you're getting on the scale, and you're like, oh my goodness, I weigh more. And then dieting and starving yourself and fasting. That stuff is not healthy to do for a long time, but it's really good to get started. A good foundation. But yeah, after today with my ice cream and fiber bar, I feel really full. I'm gonna give me some more water. I'm gonna give me some working out later, and I'm just gonna stay focused, stay maintaining, try to lose these 5 to 10 pounds for the wedding. So that's all we got going on here. But yeah, y'all take care. Peace out, holla.